is the 23rd of April. Uh, wow. Or is it the 23rd? Yeah, it's the 23rd of April. And today's yoga, I'm going to do a 40-minute full body yoga flow. This one should be appropriate for all levels. The yogi that I'm following today is Charlie Follows. I love her. This should be good. Because it's a 40-minute yoga flow, it's a little bit longer than I normally do, so I just want to go ahead and jump right in. As opposed to chit-chatting for a while. I do encourage you to engage in the chat. I do appreciate it if you are watching this on YouTube, if you could like and subscribe. If you're watching it on TikTok, I'd appreciate it if you could follow me, if you could like, if you can share. I've set some goals for myself this morning. If you can help me achieve those, that would be great. But the most important thing is that you are here, and I hope that you'll do some yoga with me. I'm going to start with my warm-up, which is a handstand, a back bend, and a headstand. These are things I just like to do each day. Living intentionally, making sure that I'm doing something to focus on my core strength, my shoulder strength, flexibility in my spine, and really just to work on my circulation and get the blood flowing in a different direction before I get my yoga started. So let me start with that, and then I will be back to do this yoga practice. It should be good. I hope you will join me. right, for those of you, if you're normally here with me, you know that I do yoga 6 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then on Saturday, 6 a.m. Yesterday, I did yoga a little bit later, so if there was anybody here that wanted to do yoga with me yesterday early in the morning, I apologize. It was a really beautiful day outside. It wasn't raining, it was a little chilly, but I like to ride my bike. And so yesterday I decided I'm going to bypass yoga first thing in the morning and go get on my bike. And I rode 20 miles and I hit another milestone on my Run the Year 2025 challenge. I'm at 900 miles for the year, so I'm proud of myself. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this yoga. Again, the yogi that we're following this morning is Charlie Follows. She's on YouTube, and this will be a 40-minute yoga flow. It's a full body yoga for all levels, meaning that she'll give, different cues, just depending upon, what your body is able to do. So I do hope you have your mat and some blocks or other props that you might need, and that you'll join me for this practice. It should be good.
One spot, take it first. Hello and welcome to this 40-minute full body yoga practice for mixed levels. This practice includes a little bit of everything to both stretch and strengthen your whole body, with a short meditation at the end, and there will be options for the more challenging poses to make them more accessible. So when you're ready, we'll begin seated. You can face the short end of your mat with your legs stretched out in front of you. Just relax your arms by your side, focus your gaze on one spot. Take the first few moments here just to breathe. Inhale deeply through the nose, and exhale through the nose or mouth. And for the next few moments here, just bringing your awareness to your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and exhale to sigh out. Then bend your knees, bring your hands to the backs of your knees for support. As you inhale, roll your shoulders back, draw your chest forward, lift your gaze to look up. As you exhale, round your back, roll your shoulders forward, bring chin to chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, draw the chest forward, lift the gaze. And exhale, round your back, lean back, bring chin to chest. Keep this going, opening your chest on your inhale, rounding your back with your exhale. Take one more inhale to open the chest. And exhale to round the back. Then sit back up, hug the right knee in, extend the left leg. Wrap the left arm round the right leg and place the right hand behind for support. Take a deep breath in, sit up tall. Keep your head in line with your hips. And as you exhale, twist to the right, and you can gaze over your shoulder if it feels okay for your neck. Deepen your breath here. Final inhale, and release with your exhale, and extend the right leg, bend the left, wrap the right arm round the leg, and the left hand behind for support. With an inhale, sit up tall, keep your head in line with your hips. As you exhale, twist to the left and gaze over your shoulder if it feels okay. And deepening the breath, not forcing the pose, just be where you are. here. Exhale and release. Great. Then bend both knees. You could start with your hands behind your knees as you sit back. Feel your abdominals engaged to hold you in position, and then lift the legs. If you need more support, fingertips could be down. Or if you're quite familiar with both, extend the legs and the arms. Focus your gaze on one spot and pause here. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale out. You can bend your knees and swing your legs around. Come into tabletop, our hands in knees position. If you have sensitive knees, place a towel or a blanket under your knees. Then set the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And move the body in a figure of 8 to warm up the wrists. So you can imagine that you're drawing the number 8 with your body, sending the weight into the hands, and then back towards the knees. Come back through center, so shoulders over wrists. Turn your fingers to face the sides of the mat. Keep your fingers spreading wide and rock from side to side. Each time you go to the side, you could pause, take the weight completely into that hand, maybe even hovering the other, and then switch. If you'd like to make this more challenging, tuck the toes, hover the knees. Once more to each side. And then come back to tabletop, lowering the knees if they're lifted, turning fingers to face forward. Straighten the right leg, keep the toes on the mat for now. Then with your inhale, rock forward, sending the weight into the hands. As you exhale, rock back, press the ball of the right foot into the mat. So you should start to feel a stretch down the back of your leg. If you'd like to add on to this, you could hover the left knee off the mat. A few more times with the breath. Inhale to rock forward. Exhale to rock back, press the foot into the mat. Hover the left knee. 2 more times at your pace. Good. Then come back to center with the left knee down. Lift the right leg here. Gaze down to help with balance. You can either stay as you are or extend and lift the left arm forward. Focus on pressing through the right hand, pushing the floor away so you're not sinking into the shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And then return the hand and the knee back down. Second side. Extend the left leg, keeping the toes on the mat for now. With your inhale, we'll rock forward. Feel the weight in your hands. As you exhale, rock back. Feel the weight press into your foot, and you could hover the right knee if you like. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back, pressing the ball of the foot into the mat, hovering the right knee if you like. 2 more to go. Last one. And lower the right knee back down if it's lifted. Lift the left leg here. Keep the gaze down to help with balance. You can either stay here or extend and lift the right arm. Focus on pressing through the left hand so you're not sinking into the mat. Come back to a deep breath in. Exhale out. One more breath in here. And exhale, lower the hand, lower the knee back down. Good. Now extending both legs, coming into plank. If it's too much, extend your legs and then bend your knees. So it's like an extended tabletop or a modified plank. Focus on pushing the floor away here. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, rock forward. Send the shoulders past the wrists. At this point, knees could come down if you're modifying. Exhale, bend your elbows. Keep them close to the side of the body as we lower down through chaturanga. So super slowly on the way down, building control. Come and lie down on your belly. Untuck the toes, bring the forearms to the mat for Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders, press through the forearms to lift the chest. And then take a moment to steady your breath. Focus the gaze ahead of you. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. And one more breath in here. Exhale out. Bring hands back to shoulders, under the shoulders, and push back to tabletop. Then tucking the toes, lifting the hips, slowly push all the way back to downward dog. You can take your time as you send the hips high and push the weight back towards the feet. Don't worry about the legs right now, just focus on lengthening the spine. And you can either take the next 5 breaths here in stillness or pedal out your legs. Again, sending one heel down as you bend one leg and then switching. Then look forward. Take baby steps to walk the feet to the top of the mat. It might help to come up onto your fingertips to give you more space to step into. Then keep the knees bent, take a hold of opposite forearm and rock side to side in ragdoll. Just letting your upper body hang heavy. Relax your chin to your chest. And release hold of your forearms. With an inhale, round your spine, slowly roll all the way up. Really taking the time to connect to each part of your spine as you roll up. And finding a standing position, just relax your shoulders, arms by your side, gaze forward. If you like, you could step feet together or keep them hips width. Then inhale, bend your knees, sit the hips back, and reach your arms up, coming to Utkatasana, chair pose. You want to be able to see the big toes here, so if you can't move your knees back, and if you were really arching your back here, close the space between the ribs and the hips, so you bring the spine into neutral. Keep sinking the weight into the heels, bending the knees a little bit more if possible. And take a deep breath in, shift the weight into the right foot. As you exhale, left foot steps back to come to high lunge. So you're pressing through the ball of the left foot to stabilize you. Keep reaching the arms up, gazing ahead. Good, then wind the right arm over the top of the left and wind the arms around one another to come to Garudasana arms. This might feel a little awkward, that is normal, so just wind the arms as best you can. Focus on pressing the arms together. Then we'll shift weight into the front foot and step the back foot forward. And cross the left leg over the top of the right. Again, winding the legs around one another. You could always keep the left toes on the ground like so for stability here as you bend the knees and sit back down into Garudasana, eagle pose. Continue to press arms and legs together and focus your gaze on one spot to help with the balance. Pause for one more breath in. With your exhale out, we'll slowly unwind and stand at the top of the mat. returning to Tadasana. Again, you could keep your feet apart or step them together. Inhale, lift the arms, bend the knees, sit the hips back into chair. Just making those little self-adjustments, shifting the weight back through your heels. This time, you could even lift all 10 toes. So you're really encouraging the weight back through the heels. Take a deep breath in, shift weight into the left foot. Exhale, right foot steps back to come to high lunge. Pause here, press through the ball of the back foot for stability. Then winding the left arm this time over the top of the right. Winding the arms around one another. Then shift the weight into the front foot. Step the back foot forward, and maybe this time you can step without the foot coming down to the mat. And cross the right leg over the left. Again, the right toes could be on the ground if you're needing support as you bend the knees and come down into Garudasana. Or maybe you can work towards winding the right foot around the back of the left leg if that's available. And come back to that place of composure for the next few breaths here. Final breath in. Exhale, release, unwind, return to Tadasana at the top of the mat. Good. Then gently bend the knees, fold forward. And for this forward fold, you could either keep the knees bent or work towards straightening the legs if you're feeling a little warmer. Hands could either hold onto the backs of the legs or come down to the mat. Relax your chin to your chest, take the tension out of the back of the neck. With your next breath in, lift your chest halfway. Hands could rest on the thighs for support. Exhale, step back to plank. Knees could come down if you're modifying. Inhale, push the floor away in plank. Exhale, slowly lower through chaturanga. And again, the knees could be down. Try to control every little bit of the movement. And then lie down on your belly, untap your toes. Keep your hands next to your ribs. And lift your chest for cobra. If you feel a little restricted here, hands could come forward. That's okay too. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push back to down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high and open out the hip. Stacking the right side over the left. And as you exhale, look forward and step the foot between the hands. It's okay if you need a couple of steps to get there. Spin the back foot open. And then windmill the arms up to find warrior two. So relaxing the shoulders, reaching the arms apart. Aligning the shoulders over the hips. Gazing at the right middle finger. Bring the hands behind your back and clasp the hands together. And with an inhale, draw the hands down, puff up your chest. As you exhale, fold on the inside of the right leg. And as you fold down, hands could either stay close to your back or you could start lifting them up toward the ceiling. If you are struggling with stability here, you could lower down to the left knee and practice a slightly different variation. Both are valid. Pause and hold, bowing your head down. Final breath in here. And exhale. Bring your hands down to the inside of the right foot. Turn the back foot to face forward to come into lizard. If you need a little more space here, edge the right foot to the right side. You can either keep the back knee lifted or lower it down as we pause here. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee to create space, and step the back foot to the outside of the left hand. It's okay if you need a couple of steps to get there. Then keeping the feet parallel, toes point forwards, bend the knees, sit the hips down into a squat. For the squat, you could use your fingertips for support, or interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the hands down towards the base of the spine and look down. Feel the weight through the heels. You could always lift all 10 toes. Take a deep breath in. Then with your exhale, fold forward, straightening the legs. If you've got your hands bound behind you, you could start lifting them up toward the sky, or maybe even further. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Release the hands if they're bound behind you. Edge your feet in hips width. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Pause and hold. Take a deep breath in. Modify if you need. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. This time you could revisit cobra or press through to the tops of your feet. So keeping the thighs off the mat as we come into upward facing dog. Arms are fully extended here. Draw your chest forward, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, push back to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Opening the hips, stacking left side over right. Exhale, left foot steps between the hands. Spin the back foot open. Windmill, the arms come up to find warrior two. So reaching the arms apart to open the chest. Focusing the gaze on the left middle finger. Keeping the shoulders in line with the hips here. And interlace the hands behind your back. With an inhale, draw the hands down, puff up your chest. As you exhale, fold on the inside of the left leg. Bowing the head down, hands can either stay close to the back or start lifting up. If you are in need of a modification, right knee could be down, and you'll just take it like this, slightly different, both perfectly valid. Final deep breath in here. With your exhale, release the hands, bring them to the inside of the left foot. Turn the back foot to face forward to find lizard, and you may need more space, so just edge the left foot to the left side. Back knee could stay lifted, or you could lower it down. And we'll pause here, coming back to the breath. Then tuck your back toes, lift your knee to create space, and step the back foot to the outside of the right hand. You can always take a couple of steps to get that. And this time, turn your feet out, so feet are at an angle. Bend your knees, sink your hips down. You could use your hands on the mat for support, or maybe even hold onto a chair in front of you so that you can stay more upright as you lower the hips down. We find Malasana. Again, you could use your hands for support or bring hands to prayer and focus your gaze on one spot. If the heels are lifting here, that's perfectly normal. If you do have blocks, you could try placing them underneath your heels. Pause for one more breath in. Exhale out, and we'll fold forward, shuffling the feet in, hips width. This time with your forward fold, you could hold onto the backs of legs or ankles, or maybe even reach for the big toes if they're within reach, and draw yourself in a little further. Then bend your knees, come down to a crouching position. So the heels can be lifted. You'll just be resting your bum on the backs of your heels or thereabouts for now. Place the hands on the mat in front of you, and you're looking to line the knees with the backs of the arms, maybe just above the elbows. If you're new, or if you're quite comfortable with crow, you could try further up the triceps. Then try to keep the space between the belly and the thighs as minimal as you can. Start rocking forward, shifting the weight into your hands, lifting the hips up high. If you're new to crow, this might be as far as you take it. You're just practicing shifting the weight into your hands. If you're a little more confident, you could try lifting one foot and then alternating to lift the other. And if you're quite confident, you can lift both feet, maybe even working towards straightening the arms. Work to your comfort level. Keep the breath steady. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale out. And we'll come out with control. Good work. Then we'll take child's pose to rest and recover. So coming down to your knees, you can either keep your legs together or open them apart. And walk the hands forward to lower down into child's pose. Resting the forehead on the mat. If you arrive here and you realize this really isn't great for your knees, no problem. Come and lie down on your back instead. And hug your knees into your chest. And then open your legs apart, and you may find that this non-weight bearing variation is kinder to your knees. If you're lying on your back, roll onto your side and come up into tabletop. And if you're in child's pose, come up into tabletop. And then from here, tuck your toes, lift your hips, push back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high, open out your hips. And bend the knee. Think of pointing your knee up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And with your breath out, bring the right leg forward and lower the knee behind the back of your right wrist. Open the leg out to the left side to create space. And then edge the back leg down the mat to come into pigeon pose. You might need a little bit of support here. If so, place a cushion underneath your right side and maybe one just in front of the left leg. You have a couple of options here. You could either fold forward or stay upright. Walk the hands back, puffing your chest out like a proud pigeon. With your next breath in, lift yourself up if you're folded forward, and then we'll step straight back to downward dog. Legs might be feeling a little sensitive now, so you can reset by pedaling them out. And then with your breath in, lift the left leg up, open the hip and bend the knee. And think of pointing the kneecap up to the sky. Pause and hold. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep the knee forward to the back of your wrist. And open the leg out to the right side to create space. Then edge the back leg down the mat to lower the hips down. If you're working with props, place something just under the left side and maybe just in front of the right side too. Then you can either fold forward or walk the hands back, puff up your chest like a proud pigeon. With your next inhale, lift yourself back up. And slightly differently this side, we will sit over onto the left and turn the body around, freeing the legs so that we can open them apart to come into a straddle position. So you decide how wide you go with the legs. You could also keep a little bend in the knees if you prefer. And place the hands in between the legs, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, fold forward. No need to force it, just guide yourself little by little. And if you like, you can let your head hang heavy and make a support with your hands to rest your head in. Slowly lift yourself back up. Then bend the knees. Bring the legs together and come and lie down on your back. As you lie down, bend your knees. Bring your feet together and open your knees apart like pages of a book. You can rest your arms by your side or maybe your hands on your belly. Breathing deeply into the belly so that you can feel the breath beneath your hands. And for these next few moments, focus only on the breath. Straighten your legs and relax your arms to come into Shavasana. If your lower back feels sensitive here, you could try keeping your legs bent and placing a cushion underneath your knees, and you may find this helps your back. And making any final adjustments before we take the next few minutes here in stillness. Bring your awareness back to your body. And gently move your fingers and toes. And then reach your arms overhead, find a full body stretch. And inhale. And as you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then roll onto your side and come up into a seated position. Just making yourself as comfortable as you can be so that you can stay here for the next few minutes. If you like, you could prop yourself up with a cushion. And rest your hands on your knees and close your eyes. And as the eyes close, settle back into that focus that you've been cultivating throughout this class. You can focus your gaze on the space between your eyebrows. And we'll start this short meditation by taking a deep breath in, feeling the chest rise and expand. And then slowly breathing out, feeling the breath dissolve and the body relax. And inhaling, filling up the body. And exhaling, letting go. Inhaling, taking what you need from this moment. And exhaling to let go of what you don't. Keep this going. Inhale to fill yourself. And exhale to empty yourself of what no longer serves you. And just letting go of your concentration for a moment. Just to allow yourself to be. Notice the effects of the practice. And if you like, take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. And lower your chin to your chest. Let the back of your neck relax. And slowly flick your eyes open, giving yourself a moment here to adjust. Thank you so much for your time and energy. This has been as much a pleasure for me as I hope it was for you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.
That was a good workout. It was a good amount of strength, flexibility, balance. I'm happy that I did well on my balance today. On the strength, I felt like I was sweating. I was definitely sweating, but I like the way that she eases you into it and eases you out. So almost by the end, whatever was difficult or challenging about the practice, you've kind of forgotten all about it. I definitely appreciated the meditative aspect of it at the end, especially, kind of breathing in goodness and letting go of things that don't serve you well. So often, we get caught up in our feelings, and I think I've been caught up in mine, so it was nice just to be able to reflect on how I'm feeling and, breathe in goodness and let me let go of any type of negativity or hard feelings or sadness or anything like that. So it was good for me. I hope it was good for you too. I'm gonna let you guys get to your day. I'm gonna get to mine. I hope you have a very blessed, happy, productive day, and I hope you'll do yoga with me tomorrow. I'll be back. See you guys.